Hey everybody, Own Goal bringing you some replay reviews of the grand finals of the Tour and Season Championships against Enticity. We drafted Tomb King Slaanesh. This matchup comes up a lot because these are two of the top 4 or 5 factions. There's some play to it. I think it's overall Slaanesh favored. I had a build I liked, had not lost yet, and I just seen Enticity run a build that I thought I would do pretty well into in the other, in the semis. So I ran this. The idea is to get a little poke, try to avoid giving them good pavane, back up, and then summon the Sphinx to fight their Cav, Inf, and Inkari. And I'm used to players not spawn diving because generally you lose and you have to be very precise on the attacking tactics. But this will be an illustration of selective aggression by Enticity, and I think it's important to give credit where it's due. If you really want to be great at this game or games in general, it's you don't want to be so myopic and just say everything is about my mistakes and my play. The fastest way you can improve is just legitimately recognizing when somebody beats you over the head and does something good. So this game, unfortunately, is that. So the first good thing Enticity has done is taken a very OP faction. Slaanesh is the best faction in the game, I think, as of right now. And the second good thing is taking the OP units. So he has a bunch of anti-large Hellstriders. They're great. He has a bunch of Forsaken. They're great. He should have spread these out a little bit more. They're susceptible to various things like chariots and such. And then the other thing, I watched his stream of this, which I recommend you do. And he's live streaming and talking through this, which is hard to do. But he notices my build is a bit over-indexed on skirms. And then I'm also a bit too far forward, and so he's posturing really aggressively, pushing up. Taking the center is a pretty normal thing to do here, but then he thinks, okay, you know what? He's actually really soft to this here, so I'm going to go deeper. And this is an atypical move. I think not very many players would both see that I'm soft to the dive, I don't have enough stuff for his Forsaken and Cav, and then also do it at the right moment. So, for example, here he's waited. There are a lot of opportunities to dive, and he's found a good position to go in on and make sure his Cav gets good targets on this dive. And I've got a whining dog behind me. Hi, Otter. And I get good counterfire here. I was waiting to summon my Oh no, the replay's glitched, guys. Oh, that's a bummer. So in the actual game, his lord doesn't just die like that. So something is off here. I think the replay file got corrupted. That is unfortunate. Huh. I wonder how that even happened. The replays are deterministic. Well, that's a shame, but the important part of the game got illustrated already. So somewhere after he dove, his lord stayed alive in the actual game. Huh, that's so weird. I think we're on the same patch as the tournament. That is truly bizarre. Enticity hacks! If you're watching this, Enticity, I know what you did. Jokes aside, he made a really good play there to situationally assess that we were weak and go for a game-winning dive. And so you saw the important parts of it. I'll just get out of here because this is... hopefully the rest of the games aren't glitched like that. I'll have to go look into that. That's strange. So that's game one. Assess when there's an opportunity. Don't be wrong about it, so don't dive if you can't actually win. And then very selective aggression, being able to identify the right moment to turn and then go all in, is a really key skill, and I think Enticity exhibited that at a pretty high level that game. So thanks for watching. Let's go on to game 2 of the finals.